Okay, Newton's third law of physics states that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So I would like to build upon this and say that for every disadvantage that I've had equal, if not more, advantages and successes in my life. So I thought, what better way to do this than with a countdown? 10. What better number to start with than with 10? 10 has two numbers, 1 and 0. For computer science people, it represents the binary. For me, age 10 was really significant because that's when I realized I don't fit the regular feminine narrative. I hated wearing dresses, I walked like a boy, so my mom forced me to ballet. Now I've come to terms with who I am and what my identity is. I'm a member of the LGBTQIA community. I still hate wearing dresses, so I wear dress shirts now. And my parents have also seen me grow and have seen what changes I've been through and come to accept who I am as a person. 9, there is a 9.4 unemployment rate for immigrants who have been here for 5 years and less. Whether it be language barrier, whether it be cultural reasons as to why they can't get a job immediately after coming here, these facts still exist. That means that it's retail jobs and fast food jobs, jobs often people look down upon. And this is the same story for my parents. They also started somewhere. Accountants and lawyers coming here to work retail just to build us and get our life started, raising us at the same time, and as well as upgrading their courses just to be able to perform the career that they were actually doing back home. Which brings me to 8. 8 years since we've been here, or what I like to call the immigrant experience. 8 years since we came here with just luggage bags full of clothes, not knowing if we're gonna stay here, if we're gonna be here for a long time, or if we're gonna even succeed. But I think we've prevailed. We've reached our goals. My parents have raised 3 children who have already finished post-secondary. We have a house, we have a car. In fact, my parents are pretty much so done that they are already talking about retirement. They are 9 years away, and they're like, we're retiring, goodbye, children. 7, 74% of young girls actually express interest in computer science and STEM careers. However, only 28% actually end up with computer science degrees. I have seen this firsthand, being one of the only 3 women who have actually graduated my degree. In retrospect, it looks like things may not have changed, but actually things have changed. One thing, allyship. And I have seen that in the professors that we've had in university. I can pretty much say that I graduated because of them. They have created a community and a safe space for us to be able to talk to them and for us to actually also have someone to look up to. 6, 60% of qualifications is the minimum men need to meet in order to apply for a job. Women won't apply until they have 100%. This is what is called the confidence gap, or what I also like to call men who don't know about topics talking over a woman who knows more than they do. So all I can say to this is shoot your shot. I can say that I did not meet 100% of the job descriptions that I have right now. What I did is I shoot my shot. I went to the manager and be like, hey, what are you looking for? Here's my learning plan in order to get to where you want, and tell me what you need from me. And they've decided to give that to me. So, shoot your shot. 5, did you know that only 5% of startups are owned by women? 5. Yet research shows that women-led startups actually outperform male ones. So what that means to me is that who should run the world? Women. Hey. And then I've had the opportunity to be able to do this, actually. Back in university, I was able to create Little Blue Cloud with my partner, and we created it as a pitch. It's a mental health app for those suffering from depression and anxiety. And I've learned things I wouldn't have otherwise learned if I didn't go through it. The soft skills, the hard skills, and the mentorship from people I would never have met otherwise as well. 4, there is a 41% quit rate in the industry, whether it be harassment, the glass ceiling, maternity leave, anything else really. It's really hard to get through. Especially in computer science, women computer science students are often told that you're gonna be a great business analyst. And for someone who likes developing, that's not a fun path. So I have the honor of being able to work in a team, the innovation team, where I get to flex both my technical and my business muscles and participate in ideation, discovery, and development, so I can see a path for myself, whether it be both of them or either one of them. 3. I belong in 3 minority groups: the LGBTQIA+ minority, Filipino, and a woman. I am the gobsmack middle of this minority Venn diagram. If Donald Trump can see me, he might possibly cry. I am everything he hates. But despite this, I have had my privileges, and this is something Meghana talked about earlier. I am able-bodied. I had the privilege of studying in good schools back home so that I can come here and I don't get, oh, why is your English so good? And I'm like, colonization. So like, it's these kinds of things that I still have compared to other people. It's how I'm gonna use them to help other people, essentially. And 2, I have 2 leaders. I have 2 direct brown leaders, and I have 2 direct female leaders. On top of all this, literally, is our female head of innovation, Sue McGill. So really, I've hit like the leadership jackpot. Like, I thought my leader was just gonna be white male forever and ever. And yet, here we are. But because of this, I have someone I can look forward to. You can't be what you can't see, and right now, I can see myself in 4 different people. At the same time, they have allowed me to push myself into things I wouldn't have done, like this one, like talking in front of people who don't know me. So hi. And then 1, I'm here to tell you that this is also the last one, so I'm here to tell you that it only takes 1. If you can't see the representation that you need, maybe you need to be the representation that you need. Someone out there is going to be looking for someone like them, and maybe it's you, and you won't know until you actually do it. So thank you.